Hi, Pari. This is your video that I hope will help support you in whatever you're experiencing with shoulder and neck stress. I've come up with a few patterns that you could do every day, or you could choose one or two of these to do on a daily basis, or all of it. Some of the movements are subtle, and so we'll really have to pay attention so that you can get the right response that you need in your body. So here are a slew of movement ideas that could be of value to you. So beginning sitting in a chair. One of the things you want to focus on, no matter what we're doing, is that your whole body is participating in the movement. That not just the area that we're addressing is moving, but that you're getting support everywhere. And this is so valuable for you because when we have an injury, we tend to contract that area or tense it up or hold it, and then we can't get any connection through the rest of our body. So this will be a good learning experience for you on many levels. And me, I'm always learning too. So we want to warm up the tissues. So here's a nice movement that you can do. And of course, if you can get somebody to do soft tissue work on you, that would be even better. So you want to grab a hold of whatever muscle and flesh you can get here. Just bunch it up and grab a hold. And we breathe in. And exhale and squeeze like you're squeezing a sponge filled with liquid. And then inhale again. And then soften. Move that shoulder around a little bit. And then again, grabbing a hold. Breathing in. Exhale, pull up that area, squeeze it, like try to pull it gently away from the bone, shake it a little bit. You can rock from side to side. Inhale again. Exhale, release and feel the muscles spread and soften. You can tap into it. And just feel the difference between this side and this side just after doing that. Other side, grab a hold. Whatever flesh you can get. Kind of squeeze it up. Inhale. Exhale, pull the flesh away from the bone. You can shake it a little bit if you're really feeling tight. Inhale again. Exhale, release your touch, feel the muscles spread, move that shoulder around. If you keep your hand on your thigh, then it's not as effortful. And then go into this again, grab a hold of the either same muscle or a little something else. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, shake. Can rock a little bit, shake it loose, inhale again, exhale, feel the sponge spread out, tap, pat, and pause a moment and feel the effects of that. Wrap your fingers around your shoulders. Feel yourself sitting tall on your sit bones and very gently nod your chin forward. Exhale. Roll the shoulders forward in the chest. Exhale again. So in this soft folded over place, just lightly turn your head from side to side. I like to think of my chin rolling the chin from side to side and just getting at all those little deep tissues in the neck. Relax, drop, inhale, and on the next exhale, just roll your shoulders back. Let your head and neck come back up to center. You have a little hole in the back of your neck, this little notch, if you touch back there. So you can take both hands or one. For you, you might want to use your right hand and feel that little hole back there. And just gently nod your chin up and down real small. Relax your jaw. You can even hold this elbow if you want. And feel that space open up when your chin goes down. And then feel that hole, that nice deep crevasse there. Massage into that now, around the nape of the neck. See if you can get over to that left side with your fingertips. And just up and down, really relaxed through your elbows, up and down these big, strong muscles. Right down into the chest. And let that all go. The rest of the movements we're going to be doing on the ground. And with your personality, I think these movements are going to work well for you because your ability to focus. So come down to the floor easily and gently. And you can sit for a moment and just watch what I'm going to do with this pattern so you can see it, and then we'll do it together. So you'll ease yourself into the floor like water. You've got your legs hip width apart. You're going to rest your hands on your shoulders with a little hug around the soft round part of the shoulders. And roll your head with the weight of your head being supported by the earth. So it's very soft movement. Your face is like, muscles relaxed, jaw relaxed, tongue. And you're going to do the pinwheel with the legs. So knees and legs to one direction, knees and legs to the other direction. Just focus on the hips right now. Roll across the sacrum in the back. Let the knees flow. Gather the core. Roll. And begin to notice how your head and neck want to respond gently to this. So first have your head and neck roll in the same direction as your knees. Oh, very heavy. Never using really a lot of muscle. Let's just pause on one side or the other and just hang out there. And then pause on the other side. Just hang out for a moment, letting the head fall into the earth. And now as you roll your hips, let your head gently roll the opposite way of your knees. Opposite, please. Opposite direction, yeah. It's going to add a little bit more stretchy feeling to the neck. Little bit stretchy. Pause on one side. Let out a nice deep breath. Gather and pause on the other side. Nice deep breath. Come back to the center. Relax your arms down at your sides. Feel your body. And here's another movement for you to do. Give yourself a little push up. Again, you can watch and then join in. So easy, easy, easy. Watch for a second. You're going to be resting on your forearms like this, your knees slightly apart, and your head just hanging. Don't do it yet, just watch. Hanging. And then you're going to sweep your face forward a bit, and then sweep your face towards your knees. But you're going to do this with the action of the spine. So you're teaching yourself how your spine affects your neck and head and how your spine supports your neck and head. So watch me do this with the fullness of the spine. So I start hanging, and then as I roll forward, my tailbone will go up. As I look down, my tailbone goes down or rounds. So your spine is gently doing this and this. It's like cat-cow in yoga, but I want you to do it so subtle, not abrupt, not forceful. So I'll go on this side just so you have another perspective. So sending the eyes along the floor to the front, and then sending the eyes along the floor and looking at my thighs. And it's a spinal movement. And I want you to try it with me now. Now that you've seen it, it's just like a wave through your spine. And the head is very heavy. And you never move to a place of strain. Maybe 4 or 5 times is enough. You can have your palms up on this too, your palms facing up or down. And then just come back into child's pose. Make sure you have support for your head. I would do a double fist and just rest my forehead on that double fist and relax the arms inward. And let the spine breathe and release. Coming out of your child's pose, I like to rock a little bit so I don't over effort any part of my body. We're going to be lying on our tummy. And this one you need to look at before you do it with me also. So lying on the tummy, I'll turn this way. I am going to have my legs slightly apart, and I'm lying in the reptile. So this hand is on the floor. This arm is along the side of my body, resting. So the shoulder is down. And this knee is gently up. And all you're going to do is rock so that your cheekbone goes towards the floor, your nose, and then your ear almost lifts off the floor. So you're just doing a little rock, and it's coming from the push of this hand. But I'm going to do it really slow. So I'm just going to pause. And then rock and pause. I'm going to feel that this arm behind me is really down, really, really comfortable. My hips are really comfortable. So join me, just rocking the head very gently with a push from this hand into the floor. Just getting some movement here through the shoulder. And 4 or 5 is enough, and then this just comes down and you rest. You can tuck your chin towards your chest and really relax through the back of the neck. And just pause and feed in some breaths. We're just breathing and relaxing. Again, letting the earth support our weight. And then we give ourselves a push right onto the shoulder and let your head fall like this. Let this get a nice little stretch. I'm on this shoulder, on the, I do believe it would be your right shoulder. Coming out of this, you can stay as long as you want when you do that on your own. Coming out of this, scooching over to the other side. We're going to do our little reptile. So this knee is up, this arm is along the side of the body, and this arm is comfortable. Let that cheekbone rest. Press the hand into the floor, and you're just going to roll, lifting the ear off the floor, and then letting the ear come back down. Lifting the ear off the floor, letting it come back down. Rolling, rolling. 4 or 5 times. And then just resting. Let your chin go more towards your chest, looking down. And feel the back of your neck lengthen. Put this elbow wherever you need it. Nice, easy breathing. Maybe you close your eyes for a moment. And gradually easing yourself, push this hand into the floor, roll right onto this shoulder. Let your head fall a little bit. You're going to get a little stretchy through here. Might get a little stretchy all the way through here. You can stay as long as you want on this one, but we're going to come out of it so I can show you something else. So give yourself a little push. Come up. Resting again on your forearms. You want to look at this one, Pari. So watch me again do this one. Slide down on your front pelvis, and the palms can be up. You're going to give your hips a little shake and then rock, and your head moves because your pelvis moves. Okay, I'll show you that again. Rock, just toss your tailbone from side to side, nice and juicy, and then actually lift, rolling to one side of the hip and the other, and your head moves because, and your eyes are active. And now join me. So lying on your tummy, on your forearms, palms up, and shimmy, shake, shake. Just shake all that flesh Yeah. And then rock from hip to hip, letting your head move because your hip is moving your head. 4 or 5 times is enough. And then rest your forehead down and your arms along the sides of your body and breathe. Now, if this is too intense, you can put a little rolled up towel underneath your forehead to keep you up a little higher so it would look like this a little bit. You can stay as long as you want. It's very relaxing. And now let's roll over to our back again. Roll over to our back. You can watch this, or if you feel like you can participate with this. So just placing your hands on the side of your head. So like this with the fingers up. Just easy into the side of the skull. Just gently lengthen your kind of flesh right underneath the heels of the hands. Upward towards the crown of your head. And completely relax that. Draw down on one jaw with the gentle knuckles, the muscles and the bone. Sometimes the jaw is responsible for a lot of the tension in our neck. Other side. Exhaling and sighing. Give your head a little shake. No. No. Relax your jaw. Bring the fingers gently to the sternum. Knees together, feet apart. So you have your knees together so you don't have to work the muscles. Just letting the arms flow out from your chest. You can always put a little support under the nape of the neck, a little wash rag rolled up, or a little hand towel. That would be highly recommended too, and that could take some stress off your neck. Three more nice deep breaths. Inhaling, exhaling slow and long. And of course, you can stay as long as you want in your relaxation. So as a reminder, it's always nice to start with the soft tissue work, the little self-massage or tapping, wherever you're feeling the stress and strain. That loosens up the tissue and brings some lubrication into the area. So I always like to start with that because you'll get better results with your movement. And then all of the head, neck, and shoulder stuff that we're doing is all very subtle and small, never to the degree that you're feeling horrible pain. Now you might feel a little stiffness or tightness because we're opening up some areas. And having your hands on the shoulders gives you access to your neck without efforting in your arms. So the very last thing I want to share with you is getting a little more connected through the whole upper body. You place your hands at the neck here, nape of the neck, nice and interlaced fingers. And this is more of a dance, personal dance. And you use the hands and the torso to maneuver all these subtle areas of movement that you need in your spine and neck. So remember that your neck is a part of your spine. And so if you're not getting mobilized in your low back or your middle back, everything's going to happen in your neck. So we want the whole spine to move. This is my little improvisation. I'm feeling where my neck wants to go. I especially see on my left side, I also have a little constriction. So taking my head and just gently turning it in these little tiny subtle movements feels so wonderful and powerful. So maybe 10 more seconds. We'll probably do this in the Saturday class a couple times too, so you really understand this. Finish in a good place. Feel how things have changed, hopefully for the better. And as you scrutinize and move through this video on your own, there's a lot of nice little stuff in here. You don't have to do the whole sequence at once. You can pick and choose once you understand them and say, I'm going to do 5 minutes in the afternoon today. I just really need it. Or at the end of the day, or 10 minutes in the beginning. But here you are, and I'm really hoping this helps you. See you in class, Pari. Bye.